Hi everyone, I'm Suzanne Boyd. We welcome Todd Leff, the president and CEO of Hand & Stone massage franchise, to the M&A TV. Hi.
Hi.
How did your session go?
I thought it went wonderful.
Great.
Yes, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your company.
So Hand & Stone is a nationwide chain of massage and facial spas. We now have 400 locations across 30 states and Canada. We do about $400 million in system-wide revenue a year. And we're growing very rapidly, opening 60 to 70 new locations a year.
You know, you all are a brick and mortar company, but online, you've used the online services as a way to sort of support your brick and mortar. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, our whole concept is based on price and convenience, and so we have to make it easier for the consumer to get the service and also keep the price affordable. And so one of the ways we've done that from a convenience factor is now developed an online booking tool so that the consumer can go on at any time and book their appointment, pick their therapist, pick their time, pick the service that they want. And it's in our system already. They just show up and go right back to the treatment room. So they love that convenience. The next iteration of that was actually to develop and use a variable-based pricing model with our business so that where we had unused appointment times, we had a therapist but they did not have an appointment, our site will now automatically, through an algorithm, mark down that unused appointment time, greater discount to the consumer. They purchase a specific time, but we get to fulfill an unused slot of time, unused inventory. And so, this is the way in which our digital platform is supporting our brick and mortar presence.
Yeah, because, online presence, online shopping right now is really disrupting the brick and mortar companies. Tell us about some of the other innovations you guys are using to...
Well, from that perspective, we've actually benefited from some of the brick and mortar companies because we've opened, hundreds of locations in the last several years. That's kept the real estate prices at a more reasonable level. It's opened up real estate to us that wasn't available. But we use our data and digital presence really from a marketing perspective. We've changed much of our marketing from kind of this big picture television celebrity spokesperson really down to a more targeted using social media influencers. We look for folks who have about 30,000 followers, using them to go in, get a service, talk about that with their constituency, and then translate it down to a local basis.
That's very smart. Do you feel like you're on the front end of that?
Absolutely, and I think this past year we've done more and more with that. We now are actually going to be using live customers in these testimonial. We still are believers in television advertising, but you have to make the message more down, to the consumer level and what their experience is at the spa.
And social media, I still feel, is undervalued.
It has been the greatest equalizer for a company of our size versus, competing against larger companies. Our whole grand opening strategy years ago was about getting more media out there, more postcards, whatever. Today, our whole opening strategy is geared around Facebook and getting customers in through Facebook. We build a following, we get them in for free services the first weekend, and they become members. And so we've really changed our whole
Well, that's where your customers are, right?
Absolutely.
All right, Todd, thank you so much for joining us on M&A TV. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.